Yo, what is up, guys? It's Player Master 48 here. Today I wanted to give you a story time about back when I used to be addicted to Rotshine and Velvet. It was this was like a couple years ago, and I was probably like 24 or 25. And it was just I'll just start from the beginning, okay? Like when I was in high school, like Rotshine wasn't really like a thing yet. Like they had the little like packages you could like buy at the like convenience store, but like it wasn't like the imported shit you get from like the dark web and shit now, like where you can get like Phenibut and shit like that. So, I was introduced to this through like these shitty gas station, they weren't really pills, but they were like, kind of like gel capsules that when you put them in water, they would expand and then you could like take bites out of them. So, we would do those in the bathroom, like at lunch break and like between classes. And like, yes, like your eyes would, do that thing where like they like start to like shake back and forth, which I think is like has something to do with your like the bromine in your like neurotransmitters or something like that. So we would be in the bathroom like void dripping and some like pulse chewing occasionally, but like that wasn't like a regular thing because this shit was like so like low quality that you probably wouldn't even really want to do that. It could get pretty dangerous. So this was when I was like 16 or 17. But then I graduated high school and like shit got real. I had to like get a job and stuff. But when you get a job, that means here comes the money, right? Here comes the bread. So we would, me and my boy, I'm gonna use a fake name for him. So it was Raspert. So me and Raspert would, be at like a shift at like Walmart, and we would like get off our shift at like, probably like 11 because we were second rotation. It's called Cap 2, if you didn't know. So it's like from like 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. And so, I remember this one day, actually, it was the 4th of July, the first summer after graduating high school. It was 4th of July, we're both working that day. We get off, and then our buddy, I'm gonna use a fake name for him, Orwell. Our buddy Orwell, was having like a party or something, and so we were like invited to his house like to go to the party and shit. And he was like, you guys should pull up. Like, do you have any Rotshine? Like, can you bring, like, you got any Rottie? You got any Velves? And we're like, well, no, dude, I mean, we can get the gas station shit. And he's like, I'm playing with you. And we're like, what? And he's like, yeah, I have the Russian Velvets here. I'm like, what the fuck? So obviously the second we're off, we're fucking booking it over there. We got to get there before anyone else gets any Velves. And so we pull up, get out of the car, still in our freaking Walmart jacket, like vests type shit. And, there were like probably like 13 or 14 other people there, like I'm eyeing everyone up to make sure like, nobody's like looking at me funny or something, because I had my piece like in my glove box. And like I didn't want to have to use it, but you never know with these kind of people, so we're chilling for a little while, and then Orwell he's like, I'm gonna use a fake name for myself, so I'll just call myself like Roger. So he's like, Roger and Rashford, like, you guys should totally do a line of this. And I'm like, wait, a line of what? Because I had never like thorn threaded a Rotshine, and I'd never railed a Velvet. Like, I thought you'd literally just like pop them, like anything else. If he's like, you want to do a line of this? I'm like, well, what is it? He goes, it's PCP3. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, sorry. Before, I read on Reddit that this is like a great like pregame for Velvet, and so let's do a couple lines of this. So I'm like, bet. So I roll up a euro. I'm putting my nose against the grind here. Bump 1, bump 2. Fuck it, I'll do a full lime. That was my mistake. That was my mistake. At that point, I look up and I don't even know where I am. I'm like, okay, I need to get my bearings. So, make a long story short, we ended up doing like a bunch of Rotties, and the next morning, I barely remembered it because of the PCP3. But yeah, so we're chilling the next day, and I get this itch in the back of my head, like where even though like I don't remember being high off the Rotties, I like craved them somehow, even though I don't remember like, you know, like how good the Russian shit was. So I turned to Raspberry. I'm like, bro, like, should we get some more Rotties? And he's like, he's looking at me like, okay, we're on the same frequency here. And he's like, I mean, if you still got Velves, you want to get some of those too? I'm like, fuck yeah. So, make a long story short, we ended up buying those, and then, you know, the next 5 years, I'm fucking strung out every day on these Oppenslimers. I got fucking thorn threads coming out of my, you know, forearms. It's bad. And so eventually, you know, my mom walks in on me one day while I'm watching Steins Gate, like, in my room on my MacBook. And, you know, I'm like 22 at this point, and like, I don't work at Walmart anymore because I was too strung out. And, yeah, my mom comes in and she's like, what is that on your desk? I'm like, nothing, Mom. Like, it's nothing. Like, don't even worry about it. Like, you're a dumb bitch. And she's like, no, what is that on your desk? And I'm like, okay, fucking fine. They're velvets. And she's like, what the fuck is a velvet? I'm like, okay, this is the fucking problem with the boomers is, okay, you literally were prescribed this shit back in the fucking 80s, but they called it something else. But just because I'm doing it because I ordered it from Russia doesn't mean that I'm any more of an addict as you are. Long story short, I ended up in jail for a good while. So yeah, guys, thank you for listening to my story time today. Like I said, make sure you smash that like button and smash it hard. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. Leave me any of your stories, your stories of Rot, Shine, and Velvet in the comments below. All right, peace.